Alrighty, so today I'm going to be using this spiral oracle as well as the synchronicity oracle. S marks the spot, I guess. So let's see who I'm reading for today. I'm doing a tarot quickie. Who am I reading for? And what is the message? Hey! What the fuck? Okay. Who I'm reading for is the Space-Time Weaver. And the message is pilgrimage. Man. Space-Time Weaver. Space-Time Weaver? Glorious astronaut are we talking about here? And pilgrimage? That's how you... Dang. Space-Time Weaver as in... somebody who's been through a nuclear war. But in that war, somewhere in the midst of that mushroom cloud, spirituality was born or found. Clarity was established. You found the sun, or rather you learned that you are the sun god Ra. Another allusion to Egypt here with Thoth, the ancient Egyptian deity associated with writing, wisdom, science, magic, art, judgment, life and life after death. Space-Time Weaver indeed. Somebody who's been coasting dimensions using their mind and everything it is that they've learned ever since they realized that all in all they're not just a brick in the wall. Somebody who's been coasting through various timelines and finding all of the pieces, putting them together somehow. Somebody who is ancient, somebody whose soul is ancient and has been around since the beginning. Thoth, the keeper of wisdom, life's greatest secrets. You are an old soul. You've had countless incarnations in this and many other worlds none of us could even fathom. And you seem to remember really important details or facts or knowledge, trinkets you've been collecting from each of them. You remember them. Here in this one life, here in this limited human body that we all have, it has not confined you, it has not limited you. Space-Time Weaver. Now I understand. You've been here since the beginning, and you'll be here till the very end and beyond, because you have a specific purpose. Weaving together all of these different timelines so that there is no separation between them. You put them all together like a puzzle. You share that knowledge with the world in everything that you do, even when you don't mean to. You've been doing it since you were a child here. And you've always known it too. None of what I'm saying is even a shock or a surprise to you. Your message is pilgrimage. At this stage in your life, in this one lifetime here, among the many, you have signed up for a mission, and you have felt pretty off path, off course a lot. There's been a lot of doubt, a blinding light, blinding out your insights. And the only way to get it back is to go on a pilgrimage back to the Holy Land, whatever that means to you. Maybe you've been displaced from your home, and now it's time to make the journey back to recollect something that you lost or left there. Otherwise, you've been in one place for too long now, and the message is to embark on an odyssey. Because there is a home out here that you have not found yet, but it's calling to you. You belong there. Pilgrimage. Again, with this allusion to ancient Egyptian knowledge, sacred wisdom. Again, this energy of somebody who represents everything, the all of the everything. Infinity. This Ouroboros, the serpent eating its own tail unto infinity. It never ends. You've been doing this. You've been here before and you remember it. You're somebody who, when you experience deja vu, you know, as my sister taught me, that it just represents that you're on the right path. You've been here before and you signed up to come back here, but this time it's a new layer, a new level of this matrix. And deja vu is like, as in video games, like a checkpoint. A place that you'll always come back to, and each time you do, a new layer of the lesson, a new element of the game is unlocked for you. You've been living on loop, but not in a bad way. You are not trapped to the confines of time the way the rest of us are. You've been living on loop and you know why. Life is like a clock. Midnight, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, midnight, all the way around. We keep hitting the same numbers over and over, but each time we hit them, a newer revelation is unlocked. That's why we learn through repetition. You know this. Each time you experience deja vu, it's like a reminder to you that you've been here. And a new lesson underneath the one you already remember from your last life is being unlocked. And you invoke all of these gifts in the way that you write or speak or share your knowledge without even meaning to. So on the one hand, we did have the sun god Rod, or Ra. Maybe the king of rods or the king of wands. But we also have the moon. Because there's been some programming, a heavy influence that has taken over for just a little while here in this life that you need to break out of. You are being called to take a pilgrimage. A journey that you've been like anticipating, but in a way putting off. And this is a physical journey. It's not just the journey of the mind. You've been doing that your whole life. You are being called to move. Whatever that means to you, you know where to go, whether that's right back home or to leave home and go to a new home, build a new home. And in doing so, you'll realize it was your home base. Lifetimes and lifetimes ago, it was the place that you called home. Everything's coming full circle for you, whoever it is that I'm reading for. But this is a message of peace and light and love. All of these words, they are just representations and forms of love. Wisdom is a form of love. Truth is the highest form of love. To you anyway. Light is a form of love. The moon and the sun, they are forms of love. Even the influence that we have been under, you know, ultimately what it was a form of love. It was a gift that was given to you because it was meant for you to break through it. It felt like a curse, but it was a gift because in breaking away from the influence, you realized everything underneath it that represents you as separate from the collective. Because yeah, we are all just one at the end of the day, sure. But each and every individual is unique in a way that they leave a stamp in time. Each and every individual, who they are, cannot be replicated even in this deja vu time trap time loop that we signed up for. You know this. So you know how to maintain the balance between being connected to the all of the everything and realizing that we're all one, we're all the same. But understanding that that's not exactly what it means. Those words are just words to describe love, and that we embody love in all of its separate unique forms. But what you have always known is that unique form, and you see it in everybody around you. You use distinctions and distinguish yourself from each individual, not because you create a border, but that's your way of honing in and knowing exactly how to appreciate the beauty, the genius of each individual. And you have a way of showing them that about themselves to help them clear their own path and understand their own purpose here. It's something you've been doing your whole life. This is who I'm reading for. The space-time weaver. That's extraordinary. And your message is you're being called on a journey. It's time to move from wherever it is that you've been. It's time to go back home, whatever that means to you. I didn't expect that I would do this, but now we're going to use the Pixel Tarot because it makes life look like a video game, which is something that you understand about life very well. Pilgrimage. The Hermit. card number 9. And the King of Swords on the bottom of the deck. My God. Thoth, ancient deity of wisdom indeed. You are like a perfect embodiment and incarnation of Thoth. That's who you are. The King of Swords and the Hermit. As I said, card number 9. 9 represents the end. The place where you hit and you know that it's time to let go. Because a new beginning is taking place. Number 10. Which is just 1. Because the end and the beginning are the same point in time, and you know this. And you are here at the end of one journey and you feel it. And it's time to share your light with the world. What you know, what you found, you carry it now as it lights your path, this lantern of wisdom. It's so important that you take your pilgrimage and start moving, because without even knowing it, you have a lot of followers, like almost like disciples. And you may not even know it, but you will see them form, and you will see how much you're helping them and teaching them as you move forward. You got to take that pilgrimage. You found everything that you needed internally. You remember who you are. Thoth, King of Swords. It's time to share it with the world, and the way that you do that is move, travel, light the path for yourself, and realize in doing so all of the people who needed that light as well. Your followers. You are a leader. And you are just and fair. You are the embodiment of truth. This is who I'm reading for today. And this is what you're being called to do. I wonder what that means to you. But wow. Okay. So I think that'll do. Space-time weaver. If there's anything I wasn't able to capture in words, please let me know. What does this mean to you? Who are you, space-time weaver? What have you learned? What can you tell us? How can you elaborate on my words? Okay, I think that'll do. Thank you.